Hello and welcome. This is Detective Lazaria. We're going back to the St. Mary the Virgin Churchyard because we had to stop the part one very short. And I said, I'll be back. And here I am. And at the very end of that part one, a name came through, and that was Benjamin. And I said, you'll be the first to look up, okay? So here is, this one is letting me know there is one Benjamin, and that is Benjamin Brooke. He does not have a birth year, just a passing month and year, which is October 1664. So here's that one. So hello to Benjamin if you are going to come back and say hi. Again, you can use the REM pod or the clear cap ball or balls. All right. I'm going to turn on Spirit Talker since that's a way to communicate to me. Yay! Welcome back. All that was in Morse code, wasn't it? 1 beep for yes, 2 beeps for no. Did you just try to say something with Morse code on that REM pod? Mr. Benjamin Brooke. He's like, hold on, you have Spirit Talker. I'm trying to look for a word. Aww.
Abandoned.
Does a spirit feel abandoned? Maybe when they were living, they were abandoned in life. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know if it's the little one, maybe? Benjamin? Were you a baby? Maybe that's why there's no date on your birth, because it's the same one. If you were a baby, Benjamin Brooke, with the same, roughly the same month and year as your birth, can you validate that with the REM pod? And that's probably why people can't find you with your birth year, because it's the same. And it's, unfortunately, it falls in a time where a census wasn't created. Usually it's either every 5 years or every 10 years. So I don't think that they're going to have you in any census. But at least we know that you have a father. Exactly, your relation to your father.
Relation.
Which is John. Mm-hmm. I have to apologize that unfortunately with an ancestry tree, it's sometimes very difficult to find any documents tied to other places other than the United States of America. It's very difficult. So I don't know if I can even, oh wow. You saw that in the EMF meter, didn't you guys? They're like, no, please, keep talking. I wouldn't mean to scare you, but could you look me up? Do you want me to look you up, even though there's a chance I might not find anything on you? Because again, documents may not be available. Do you want Detective Lazaria to even give it a go? Just to be like, yeah, sure. What's the worst it can be other than losing your time? And I'm like, yeah. I wouldn't spend more than an hour. So if you want me to do it, go to orange or red on the EMF meter. Aww.
Emotional.
I guess that's a yes. Is it sad that I may not find any documents on you and to be able to update your page with the correct birth year, birth date, as well as your passing, your cause? Because again, it may not be out there, even though there's a document written It's just not available for digital viewing. And of course, all this is like maybe going through their head because they're from 1660s, and they're like, don't know what you're talking about, lady, but sure. Oh, another name.
Stephen.
Well, hello, Stephen. I feel like Stephen could definitely be a name from this cemetery. I don't know if it's spelled the same name way. There is. I have Stephen Northam. I'm probably saying it right, but I could be probably saying it wrong for your last name. So hold on, before dang it, another one. Unknown on the birth year, and his passing was September 1667. So hello there. Again, it just says, oh wait, what? Supposedly on your headstone, it may have been
Virginia.
Hold on, you got a lot of names coming through. It may have this on your headstone, but again, there's no headstone pictures. I don't know if it's because the lot is not for people to walk and take pictures of, only family members. And since you're from the 1660s, your family may not be aware of your, like the ones from the 2020s may not know you're there. Anyways, we got this one, Stephen Northam, who again could be somebody that is that, which means he's probably not a baby. And I don't know if people even put any effort to do some research on them. And maybe that's what they want me to do. Like, hey, do you mind spending a little time on our page, see if you can update it, if there's any true evidence that that's us. It's a very rare last name. And at least I know you're from England, so I can find some connection to that. Aw, what?
Tear.
Aw, just like what I believe could be Benjamin. They're sad. Aw, I am sad too. Okay, now that we got Virginia, God, I got so many names already. Wow, part 2 is already like going off with a hook of search for Benjamin, search for Stephen. Now, let me guess, Virginia too. Oh, good. No, Virginia. Last name? Nope. I'm just gonna type Verge, like, no, I don't know. No, Virginia. Maybe your family settled in the United States and lived in Virginia. That's all I can think of. There's no Virginia, sadly. I mean, that'd be quite interesting if we find a connection to Stephen and the location of Virginia, like Virginia City. That'd be interesting. Be very interesting. I did it in all places I can think of. None. Photograph.
Photograph.
So that's the problem. A lot of these do not have photographs of either themselves, like an old portrait of them, or a photo of their headstone. A majority of them do not. Out of the almost 1,500 that rest there. It would be awesome if they could, right? Wouldn't you love it? Is that why you're tearing and emotional? That nobody's able to physically go to your protect?
Protect.
So basically somebody that owns the churchyard is protecting the graveyard, and that's why no one can physically set foot to physically take a picture. But you would love to have a photo, right? If it's still, again, standing, you physically have a headstone and it's illegible, you would totally love to have a photo of your headstone on your page. If only those people that work at that churchyard had a designated volunteer that would totally do that. Start at one section, finish that one, and then go to the next section, and so forth. However, some of these are going to be probably not taken care of, or not photographed until like 10 years from now, because it seems like it could take a while. I mean, if I didn't have anything to do and I lived there, I would totally volunteer myself if it was, again, something suitable. I mean, your parents have passed. Your family who could be even alive probably wouldn't care if you had a photo taken of your headstone. They'd be probably happy for that. Oh.
We're still here.
Exactly. I meant taking it, either you're letting me know that you're still here from my part 1, or you're still here as in your headstones are still there. Well, it is a hot day, so it could be my house just making that big old loud tap on the ceiling. I don't think it was them. Prove me otherwise that it was you. If it was, REMPod. I don't think it was you, though. It was pretty loud tap on my ceiling to the right middle-ish area. Again, I think it's just because it's in the 80s today and I have all the lights on in this room. Okay, so again, I'm going to do something that is not considered cheating per se, but it might help me see who did get a picture of their headstone. I have 127 that got their photos of their headstones. Out of the almost 1,500, yeah, that's like barely a dent. But they does show that supposedly they have 127 with that filter, which is a gray photo being shown. Does anybody know if they... Oh.
Ghastly.
Interesting. Are they shocked to see the photos? They're like, hey, that's not fair. Why do they get photos and we don't? Yeah, possibly. So a good chunk of them are... Wow. Holy mogoles. Let's just say, let me start by doing another filter and say death date older. We got the oldest one is from 1100. Whoa. They passed away in 1100? I don't know if this is like a typo or if it's legit. I don't think you're going to get this name, by the way, because it's a very rare name. But Haman Fitz Haman. I just found a headstone that says that you were, oh, or it could be a Dexter.
Dexter.
That totally could be. Let me check. So again, Haman Fitz Haman. He was born 1032 to 1100, supposedly. Unless it's a typo. Like maybe they thought it said that, but maybe it was like 1400. I don't know. But there you go. And then of course...
Trigger.
Trigger? During the war? So again, there's multiple ones that are old. Okay, so the picture of your headstone just shows a picture of the graveyard churchyard. So technically it's not a picture of their headstone, so don't worry. But supposedly this is their story real quick. Then I'll look up Dexter. Sorry, it's very hard to get it to focus.
I worked here.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Royal officer under both king. Well, yeah, he did. Maybe that's why he's was able to get buried here as one of the first people. Interesting. Well, hello, Haman, if you just popped in. Okay, it's a little shaky because I'm doing one-handed and it's a little slippery from my sweaty palms. Dexter. No Dexter. I thought there would totally be a Dexter. Is the last name Dexter? Nope. No Dexter, unless it's this. Is this the little child Dexter from that area, maybe, that I had discovered? Oh, thank you.
You are unique.
So again, I don't see a Dexter in the memorial page, but we did have a session where we discovered a Dexter. Unfortunately, he was locked up somewhere, and stuff had been done to him by a supposed priest. So again, I don't know if it's just a random name that popped up, but there's no Dexter, unless it's that one. So did somebody, unfortunately, maybe was in a war, because it said trigger, and passed away due to getting SHOT? Oh.
Doctor.
A doctor. Is there a doctor in the house? I don't know. We have multiple doctors. How about that? We have doctor. Again, there's two with the same name. So if it's any of these, hello. Again, we got from the 1687, 1701, 1710, and 1805. If you're any of these doctors, hello there. Welcome to Detective Lazaria's session on the St. Mary, the Virginia Churchyard Cemetery session.
Myself.
Well, unfortunately, that's not a very easy way to say myself when I don't know what you mean by that. Like, you take care of yourself. So, Dr. Solomon Duke. Don't know if you were a Duke or if that's your last name. Apparently, he does have a headstone photo out of the 4. I'll go ahead and give it a little... Oh, okay, of course.
I'm from ancient times.
That could be the 1100 one, Mr. Heyman. So Dr. Solomon Duke. 62 years old. Here's what it looks like. At least they're still legible. That's good to know. And look, it says surgeon. Cool. Nice. Well, there you go. So nobody wants to give the clear cat balls a little bit of a tap or shake? Just so I know you're physically here, since I cannot see you. It'd be cool to know that if anybody that's actually resting in the cemetery from England can come all the way to California and a whole nother country just to say, hey, yep, I'm here. And I'll maybe help the viewers know that you can come and go wherever you want. Oh, of course you have.
I've missed talking.
I mean, especially if you're from 1100s. That's a long time to wait to get spoken to. So Heyman, ancient times, that's you? Yes, it's been I didn't even want to do the math. A long time. And even 1805 is still a long time ago. It's funny how some people don't mind a little bit of warm temperature. But yeah, today is just a very hot day. It's okay. As soon as this session does end, everything gets turned off from the lights. And then the things that get turned on will be the fans. And I'll be cooling off. Oh, hey, is someone a fan of a fan? Yeah? Are you wishing that you had the fan on you? Because I don't think you guys had much ways of keeping yourself cool back in those days, like a fan that we have. I think you had to rely on the nature's wind, the breeze. That's my theory. Or are you trying to tell me to go ahead and turn on the fan? I can tell you're hot, lady. The only downside about turning on that fan, it'll get super loud. Aw.
Fond memories here.
At the place where you lived in England? Maybe by mentioning keeping yourself cool and how you kept cool, it made you try to remember those times. You're like, hold on. Oh, wait, let me think. Oh, yeah, I had to go outside at night. Or maybe you had I don't know, some type of thing that you can wave in your hand. I don't know what they had in those days of 1100s for Haman. A shield? Would you wave a shield if you ever had a battle? Well, someone's back. I know that. It's either someone's back or someone's definitely utilizing that REM pod to communicate to me. Oh, hi. I don't know about that name.
Jim.
Seems like James, maybe. Not Jim, but I'll type in Jim. No Jim. Maybe James. We got 17 James. How's that? Because Jim is a nickname for James. So hello to any of those 17. I just typed in James. That's what came up. So if you're any of those 17, hello. Let me see if any of those have a photo. Yep, we have a few. James Gower, butchering your last name, I'm sure. Inskip. Let's just go from Martin, Lansdale, Jenner, Inskip, and Allen. Already mentioned. And then we have Quake. No, sorry. Coffee. I'm butchering that name. Someone with a Q. So if you're one of those with the photos, hi. And if you weren't with a photo, I'm sorry. Did you know if you get a little closer, it actually beeps? Oh, well.
Blanche.
So Blanche, I don't know if there is a Blanche. Doesn't seem like a name back then. She's like, no, girl, you type me in. You might find me. Something tells me I won't. Yeah, told ya. No Blanche unless your middle name is Blanche. No Blanche. I'm not finding a Blanche at all. To apologize, there is no Blanche listed in the cemetery. Okay.
I'm learning to use this.
So perhaps you didn't mean to put Blanche? You meant to put another name that starts with a B? And an L maybe? And it just came out Blanche, and you're like, whoops, that's not my name. So if it was like a oopsie doopsie, let me think how to fix this. Try again. Otherwise, I can do a quick thingy with a BL and see what pops up. Nothing. Anything with a B name besides Benjamin?
Watch out here.
No, not really. Anyways. So, I was going to ask, is there any veterans that may have fought in some type of war? Because we have 7 veterans that have the tag veteran. So if you happen to be one of these 7, hello, hi. I have it on my page. I'll go ahead and scroll. Okay.
The children sing.
Maybe they're singing with the REM pod? There's the 7. Maybe we can get that. There you go. Well, I mean, it is a churchyard and there is a church. Did you sing in the choir? Maybe there's some children that remember singing in the choir of that church and they're still doing it, but unfortunately I can't hear them sing. I swear it's as if they're using the REM pod to sing. That was like Morse code. I don't know if it's like a church song. Oh, walk further.
Walk further.
Well, I'm not really walking. Do you mean to get closer? Uh-oh, did I scare it? Well, you told me to get further. I did. Now it stopped. Are they going to jump scare me? So like I said, I showed the possible people that could be from a battle. Not really a battle, sorry, but some type of war. Oh, I guess the children have left. They sang their song and they left. It was a beautiful song if I ever did get to hear it. I'm sure it was beautiful. I'd give you applause, but I have to hold my device with both hands. But imaginal clapping hands. Sorry, that's just me making a little bit of rustling noises. Sorry. Look to the right.
Look to the right.
Hi. I'm not sure where to look. I mean, it does say that a lot. I don't know if it means anything or just a repetitive phrase that likes to be spewed on the device. Always making me to look there, look that way. So our pal Woogieman 007 again suggested to seek this specific cemetery / churchyard. And it seems like you guys are enjoying the talk and being noticed and seeing what I can see on this page of you. And I might be able to spend a few moments on those first 3 people that came through and see if there's any documents actually on a site called Ancestry.com. Since it is pretty much 30 minutes in, I'm going to have a little bit of a beepity bap on the cat ball to demonstrate that, since I don't think anyone maybe knows how, as well as to show you how to get closer to the REM pod and make it actually not just click, but beep with other lights other than the middle one. Don't mean to scare you. I'm already warning you. I'm getting my hands close to the area to tap on the cat ball. Okay, that's how you do it. See?
Choice.
Hi, Joyce. I don't think there's a Joyce. There you go. Sometimes you gotta twist it around. I don't think some of these names will be in here. Never mind, I lied. More like I didn't lie. I was wrong. 2 Joyces. We have Joyce Freeman and Joyce Liddings. Lightings? So there is 2. Hello to the 2. If you're here, if one of them are. I found you. 2 of them. Yet again, a lot of these don't have your birth years. And it's play.
Play.
Hey. Well, we don't know if you're little ones. Is a Joyce Freeman or Joyce with the L a child? Let's find out. Sometimes they say age. Nope, wife of Andrew. So the first one is not a child. It just tells us wife of Andrew and then buried 1657 for the Freeman. That's it. No age, nothing. And then, never mind, same thing. Married, a widow. So, unfortunately, she too is not a kid. So there might be a kid here.
Certainly.
There certainly could be kids here. Did you see me in my, or did you read my thoughts before I even said it? Because I was just going to say, are there children still here? Because it said children sing. Well, if you want to play, there's a kitty cat ball. I'll call it kitty cat ball because you're children. It lights up, as you saw. As well as that REM pod, it lights up too. Have fun. And because my hand is hurting a lot, I'm holding a hot iPad. It's gonna be a little shaky. Sorry. I wish I had a fan on. Yep. Anyways, that's what happens when I film during summer. It gets a little toasty.
Good evening.
I guess it is. It is roughly evening, 4 p.m. But let's just say it's more afternoon, almost evening. Aww.
I miss my life.
Well, I'm sure it's a lot of the ones resting here. Are you at least at peace in heaven? Can you let me know? REM pod? EMF meter to orange or red or capel? Those that are coming and joining me, are you at least at peace in heaven? Despite missing your life? Excuse me. Pardon me. I just had a sip of water, so it's like, a little gurgly. Anyhoozles. Sorry for the ASMR. They're like, what's that? You don't want to know. Anyways, again, I hope they are. Otherwise, I do have a prayer that I can say if you need it. Again, I said if you can tap a cat ball to light it up, I will say it to them. Whoever's here from the cemetery / churchyard.
True.
So whatever I just discussed and talked about, you're saying, yep, true, cool. Unfortunately, I totally spaced out in what I just spoken of. But whatever it was true. Okay. Oh, true. Duh. I asked them if they're at least up in heaven and at peace, and they just said true. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Again, it's hot and my brain's a little foggy for that moment. I'm so sorry. So I think that's what they meant. True. Yes, they are. Cool. So maybe there's no need to say the prayer then, I guess. So it is 35 minutes in, and I did say I may not make it to an hour, but maybe 45 minutes, so less than 10 minutes left. To whoever wants to join Detective Lazaria, come on, join me. Oh.
My stomach.
So somebody had an issue with their stomach before they passed. That is a clue. Sadly, we will not find any information on that by searching it. I'm pretty sure, unless you had a great family member who's still alive that added information to your bio, we won't find anything on that. Nope, nothing. So I do apologize. I did type it in, but nothing. Same with the C word, nothing. But that doesn't mean that they didn't pass away because of stomach issues or the C word. Whoa, that was that orange? Was it one of the ones that came through at the beginning that's letting me know you may find out that I passed away? That's tied to my stomach. Like stomach, I'll just say cancer. Again, sometimes I just don't get any luck with those that are from other countries other than the United States, which makes it very hard for those. It's not fair, right? Unless you have to sign up for another ancestry tree that's dedicated just for that area. Oh.
I'm from the light.
An angel? Is there an angel from here? I mean, is there an angel from here? Is there an angel that's here? I don't know if that's what it means. I'm from the light. Either an angel, guardian angel, spirit guide, Jesus. Otherwise, maybe they are from the light, meaning they're from heaven. So the spirits are in heaven coming from the light. I don't know. Must have picked up some wind. Because my entire house did a bunch
Beverly.
Beverly. I can tell you right now, no, there's no Beverly. That's too modern of a name, and I don't, yeah. So again, oh wait, Beverly is an angel Beverly? I don't know. Maybe Beverly is like an angel. Oh.
A bad spirit.
Maybe a bad spirit. That's why I'm not going to find them. So let me just, I know I was wrong about Joyce, so let me just, fine, I'll check in Bev. Nope, no Bev. Told you, no Bev. Not even a last name. I don't even think a middle name. Nope. So again, I'm just going to have to say hi to that possible angel named Beverly, or is it Beverly the bad spirit? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to try to wrap it up here. So I'm ignoring those two. I just, yeah. Because what are the odds of it saying I'm from the light and then shortly after a bad spirit? So just so you know, Boogeyman 007, it's super hot, and notice that there's no capital activity from part 1 and part 2. So I don't think it had anything to do with temperature, because if that was the case, I would assume they would go off a lot. Just a theory that you had, and I don't don't think it's temperature. I think it is the spirits. They just do not want to light up the cat balls today.
Thomas.
Well, that's his last name. Do you know who he is? Is that what you're tell me? You know his last name? If you know his last name, and you want to prove him wrong, that about the cat balls, and since they haven't gone off, can you tap a cat ball or the REM pod?
The children play games.
Okay. So again, Boogeyman 007, his last name is Thomas. And apparently there's going to be maybe some children going to play with the cat ball or the REM pod for you. I'll look up Thomas. But I just thought it was funny. Nobody with the last name Thomas. Maybe first name? We have a lot of Thomases, actually. Yeah, a lot. I mentioned Thomas Birch with one of the photos. So we have 120 with that first name, Thomas. Well, if you are a Thomas and you're from here, hello. So I'm going to show the viewers that there is indeed 120 Thomases with that first name. No last name, just first name. And unfortunately, a lot of them do not have photos. Oh.
Neil.
Hi, Neil. So Sir Thomas H.O.O. has a photo. And he's from 1455, but it's not... Oh, it is a photo of something. I don't know. I don't think it's part of his thingy, but part of the church. Anyways, so somebody put a photo of that one. Anyways. Oh.
Hello, my friend.
Well, hello there. Is it me that you're saying hello to? Becoming a friend? Again? Rimbod? One time? Beep? Keppel? Are we becoming friends? I don't have a Neil, but I have a Nellie. Nellie Seward? That's all I have.
Breath.
So Nellie, Rebecca, Rowe, or Rowe, Seward. She was 70 when she passed. So she's got actually some information tied to her parents, her spouse, and her siblings. And look at those dates. As best as they can get with a passing date. At least a month in the year. Alright, I'm actually getting a little too hot up here. And I did say that I was only going to film for so long. So I don't know if you're saying hello to me as a friend or hello to Matt. You want to become friends with Matt, he does live close to you. He lives in the Hastings area. If you know who he is, go find him and bother him. I'm sure he wouldn't mind, especially on a hot day. Can you give him some cold touches? He would love that. So yeah, I didn't find a Neil. Sorry.
Shop.
Again, is this related to find the wallet from Woogie? And he lost it at the shop. And someone picked it up. Took whatever they wanted to. Tossed it in the trash can. And then maybe the trash can, wherever it goes, gets disintegrated by fire.
Sin.
Sin. Yes, it is a sin to steal a wallet. Isn't that funny, Woogie Man? Right when we just discussed about you, it says shop. And I guess you would have to know if you've seen find the wallet.
I am Carmilla.
I don't know. No Carmilla. Nope. Nope, nope, and nope, and nope. I'm not finding a Carmilla here. Mm-hmm. Whew, it is hot. I gotta fan myself real quick. I got like one of those Asian hand fans. Hold on, if I can even get it to open with one hand. Hold on, just let me. Can you hear that? Probably. This way I can last a little longer just before I have to end it. Whew. Nobody wants me to say a prayer. I guess not. Even though it's right here, right in my hands. Oh, sort of. Near my hands. Oh, I did.
Demonstrate.
Oh, check it out. Holy the goalies. I just typed in shop. Apparently, we have the Shaw family that worked in a shop. The Shaw shop. Is it the Shaw family trying to come through? We got Louisa, William, Charles, John, Caroline, and maybe Martin Hawkins. Or Hawkins, sorry. So again, I just typed in shop as a thing because that's what I did last time in a previous session, and I was like, yeah, that's gonna. Oh wait, never mind. That did come up in the bio. So what do you know? There's actually somebody that's letting us know. So either they're letting us know that Henry, who is now 27, is working in a shop. That's basically what it's saying. So I don't know if it's the Shaw shop or a shop. So is it possibility that the Henry person's here? And I already demonstrated just a bit ago, so if you weren't here, sorry. Hopefully the other spirits can kind of demonstrate for you. It's been quiet on all devices except the EMF meter, so. And I don't know what they mean by sin. It is a church area, so maybe they went to the church to confess their sins. Is that something a person did? They went to the church that's there?
Sandra.
Sandra doesn't seem like a name from that time, but maybe an angel? Spirit guide? I don't think there is any. I'm getting a lot of names that aren't sadly in here. Nope, I didn't think so. I'm going to go with someone that's not tied to this area. Yep, nobody tied to that area. Well, hello and thank you for coming in, Sandra, but you're not in this pile. Again, it didn't seem like somebody from that time. So I'm going to end it because I'm getting names that aren't really connected to the cemetery / churchyard. And it's been very quiet lately in the devices. And it's very hot. And I already did part 1. So I gave it a go. I gave it a try. But I think it's too hot for them maybe as well. Okay, see?
I'm guilty.
So somebody's letting us know that they did something sinful and they're guilty of it. Okay. I'll wait. I think they're trying to come through, whoever this is. And maybe that's why Sandra's coming in. Somebody that's trying to help him or her. Probably a him. So is the Sandra one helping you? That's why I can't find her? She's helping you because of what you did, whatever the heck you did. Whatever it was, you felt guilty or were guilty. I don't think we're going to find anything tied to typing in guilty and finding you. But I'm assuming there could be somebody who was unfortunately did something bad, possibly, and is guilty. Maybe you can't say it. Did you K someone? K-I-L-L-A-D? Did you? Maybe you did. Let me know. Rinpa, Capall. It's been very quiet on those. Did somebody M or K somebody? And that's why you're guilty. And have some sin. Oh.
My ashes are here.
So yes, there were some that looked like, what do you call it? A mausoleum. So it is possibility that you were cremated and placed in a mausoleum in a wall. So that is true. I believe that is true. Sorry. I'm gonna do Grey Photo again. Oh.
Sister.
Well, that can be repetitive. I've had that come through again before. Otherwise, you had a sister, which many obviously do. Or did you do something to your sister, and that's why you're guilty? How about this one? Gima Louise Lee. She passed away 2007. She was 20 years old. Is this your sister? There's only a photo of her, actual picture of her. So that's her. So of course her name probably wouldn't come up. The first name at least. If I found somebody's sister, Rinpod, it's been very quiet, or Capall. I just typed in photo and recent, what do you call it, death date, and that's what popped up. 20 years old, pretty young. So yeah, see, like for instance, John Sin, wait a minute, did we just come up with something? Remember it said sin? You were I had an O.
Had enough.
Is that the 20-year-old? Is that why you were only 20? Did you do something to yourself? You had enough with your life, and that's why you were so young, 20? Again, Gima. But earlier it said sin. Right here. Right here. And here we got John Sinden, and it says, my ashes are here, and that is a placard probably on a wall. So, it is possible that you did get buried here or cremated and placed in a wall. Because there's multiple that are showing signs that you're on the wall. So I don't know. It doesn't tell us what happened to you. Oh, again, abandoned.
Abandoned.
At the very beginning, it said abandoned. And you're coming back and saying abandoned again. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, so apparently there was a crash, an A27 crash, and one of the victims was Gima. So I just found you. So I don't know if it's a car accident or a plane crash. No, it is indeed a car crash. I guess A27 is like a road or something.
Insight.
So if I found Gima for sure, which I mean, how often do you get BBC England victims and your date August 27, 2007? So I think this is indeed her story. I don't know if I'm allowed to edit and mention that, but it probably would help a lot of people to know that you were accidentally K'd in a car crash. Otherwise, some people could assume that maybe you just passed away because you chose to. So would you want me to do that? I don't know if it's too soon. It's only been, less than 19 years. Again, it's been quiet. Grandpa Capel, if Gima wants me to add her story or her obituary if I can find it. Nope, you wouldn't like that? Okay.
Hate.
She would hate that. Okay, I won't do it. Okay. Well, at least, I mean, the viewers will know, but the others won't. Okay. So, again, I don't know who had enough, but it's not Gima. Is there another Lee in that cemetery and that's tied to you? There is 9 Lees. We got Elizabeth Lee, Mary Lee, never mind, just 3. Her and these 2, but they're from the 1700s, so maybe like a multiple great grandmother or grand aunt or something.
Edna.
It would have been hilarious if there was an Edna right there, but no. Let me look up Edna real quick. Last name. Probably not in here. Nope, didn't think so. Dang it. Oh well. Oh, I'm sorry.
Please move back.
Yes, I did move forward earlier. Sorry. I don't know who Edna is. I'm sorry. I couldn't find them. I typed in a bunch of places that I can think of, but nothing. So anyways, oh, dang it.
Gary.
Just like Benjamin. About to leave. Nope. No Gary unless it's spelled with a different name. Nope, no Gary. I like how these names just pop up and I can't find these ones. Nope, I have no Gary. Alright, well, like I said, I gave it a go. Are you serious?
Mandy.
Why am I getting a bunch of names? Again, none of them are here. You are not residing at the St. Mary's the Virgin Churchyard Cemetery at all. Mandy is not in here. So I don't know why, like, they know I'm trying to leave. No Mandy, I tried, see? No Mandy. Not even Amanda, that's too modern of a name. Alright, like I said, I'm gonna get going. Alright, Woogie Man, I tried. It went really well at the beginning. I don't know. Towards the end, it got kind of meh with the names. Alright, this is your Detective Lazaria, signing out. peace, love, and eternity. Bye.